Hey everyone, it's Dr. G, your go-to expert on weight loss, lifestyle medicine, and GLP-1s. If you've been paying attention to the headlines this week, you already know the GLP-1 space is changing and it's changing fast. Lilly just dropped a legal bomb on the compounding pharmacy world, and trust me, this affects you if you're taking, prescribing, or even thinking about using medications like Mounjaro, Zepbound, or compounded semaglutide. So buckle up. I'm breaking it all down, the lawsuits, the crackdown, what it means for your access, and most importantly, how my patients are still getting safe, legitimate GLP-1s with no stress and no scams. By the end of this video, you'll know which compounded pharmacies are being sued and why, what this means for your prescriptions, and how to get started with the GLP-1s the right way through Lilly Direct and NovaCare with zero hassle, expert evaluation, and transparent pricing. So let's get into it. Last week, Eli Lilly, or Lilly, filed lawsuits against Strive Pharmacy and Empower Pharmacy, claiming they are illegally selling unapproved versions of tirzepatide, the active ingredient in Mounjaro and Zepbound. Here's the issue. While compounding is legal under certain conditions, usually, when it's in a shortage, these pharmacies allegedly misrepresented their products, offering compounded tirzepatide without proper testing, marketing them in ways that mimic the brand name drugs, and using unsafe or unapproved ingredients. That's what Lilly says. Now, that's the allegation, but here's the truth. Lilly is actively reclaiming control of their wonder drug. Right or wrong, in their eyes, they developed the drug, appears they got a hold of their supply chain and got it better, and their issues are done, and now are looking to reap the return on their investment. This sucks for those of us who were able to get quality compounded tirzepatide through the shortage and now are left with very little options outside the branded medications, which are much more expensive than the compounded versions we have been accustomed to. Now, this lawsuit isn't just a slap on the wrist. Lilly is actually they're pushing to shut them down altogether. They say to protect the patients from potentially dangerous copies, but let's be honest, it's probably more due to their need to protect their investment in the R&D, or research and development, of their medications. And here's the scary part. When things like this happen, I usually see this tends to push a black market type situation. And that's where my biggest concern is, as legitimate compounded pharmacies begin to comply with the FDA rulings. Many people will still continue buying these unauthorized and unregulated compounded versions from shady sources like the lady behind the counter at the dollar store. And some people even think they're getting the real deal when they're actually maybe no telling what is actually in the vial they're injecting in themselves. This is nuts. So let's get real. People are turning to compounding pharmacies because the brand name versions are too expensive or too hard to find. But when you go that route, you risk getting a product that hasn't been tested, regulated, or even made with the right ingredients, as this goes further and further towards the black market because the legitimate compounded pharmacies are closing down and they're complying. And that's not just a waste of money, it's a threat to your health. And with these lawsuits, we're likely to see more federal scrutiny, more pharmacy shutdowns, and fewer compounded options in the very near future, at least with tirzepatide right now and semaglutide by the summer, when that ban kicks in by Memorial Day. So if you're on compounded GLP-1 or considering it to start it or change your dosing or whatever, now's the time to reevaluate your situation. Here's the good news. You don't have to gamble on shady compounding pharmacies that are going to start popping up. And I'm positive they're going to start popping up all over the place. Through my program, I provide expert GLP-1 evaluation and guidance, and we connect you directly to Lilly Direct and NovaCare, which are the legitimate, right now, manufacturers and manufacturer-backed patient assistant portals. Now, I know their prices are not the lowest you can find, but consider this. No chasing down injections, no mystery vials, no sketchy telehealth companies, no back alley deals. We walk you through everything from eligibility to prescription to delivery. You'll know exactly what you're taking and why. This isn't just weight loss, it's metabolic health done the right way, guided by a doctor. So, what sets us apart? You're getting real medication guidance from someone who understands how these medications work and who lives and breathes this stuff. Look at all the videos on this channel. Lifestyle modifications and GLP-1s is all we talk about. Not a fly-by-night clinic or an AI chatbot with a prescription pad. And yeah, those things exist. It's crazy. So to recap, you'll get a full health screening, personalized weight loss planning, step-by-step GLP-1 education, and ongoing support through an online community every stage of your journey. And if you're approved, we'll send your script straight to Lilly Direct or NovaCare, cutting out the middleman and taking the guesswork out of the equation. So what do you need to do next? Even if you don't choose to join my program, which is cool, and you're on a GLP-1 medication, I highly recommend you talk to your provider this week and make a plan and possibly switch to something else, because they can send the scripts in to Lilly and NovaCare for you. And if you're just getting started, don't fall for the hype or the shortcuts. You're starting at a crazy time of the GLP-1 landscape, so do it right from day one. Click the link in the description to join my GLP-1 program and get evaluated by a real expert. We'll guide you through the whole process and help you decide if a medication like Zepbound or Wegovy is actually right for you. It may not be. Probably is, but it may not be. So the GLP-1 news is this. Big Pharma is cracking down. The rules are changing, but you don't have to be caught in the crossfire. Check the articles and the links in the description below to inform yourself of what's going on. Stay safe with the real medical support that works. Do me a favor, if you found the information in this video useful, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and drop a comment about how these new FDA rules and bans have affected your GLP-1 plan, if at all. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay informed, and I will see you soon.